Do you still consider it a competition between Jacoby and Sam?
I do. I again, it's one of those things that, guys, it's just because I said he's going to start off as QB1 doesn't mean he's going to finish as QB1. I like to believe, though, that if he goes out and does things he's capable of, he's got a very, very good chance of doing that. I think Jacoby has shown us some things that have really gotten people's attention. We talk about Jacoby almost as much as we talk about Sam. So I just think as we go through this process and, until we play games, it'd be unfair to start making assessments. But, again, there is a lot of confidence.
Do you anticipate Jacoby taking any first-team reps either in minicamp or when we get to training camp?
Well, that'll be something that that we'll sit down and talk about once we finish up. I know Eric likes what he's seeing right now from both guys, and we'll just continue to work.
So that was Ron Rivera today at the start of Commanders minicamp, and he said what a lot of us are wondering: is this a smooth sailing road for second-year quarterback Sam Howell, or is this going to be a true battle between he and Jacoby Brissett? It's interesting because I posed this question in a video I put out earlier in the week. How much do they want to lean on a guy who is as unproven as Sam Howell is right now? And how far do you let him go with the leash before you bring him back in? Because we got some reports saying he looked good in some moments of minicamp, and then he had moments where he didn't look so good. So I'm not saying that to raise your antennas, because ultimately this is what practice is for. But it is something that I'm keeping an eye on. I want to see how much is he limiting those mistakes as we progress further into training camp, preseason, and so forth. And that brings me to Jacoby Brissett, who was on record saying he only signed with this team because he feels like there's a chance for him to start.
Was being a starting quarterback here one of your goals?
Oh, for sure. I think that, I wouldn't be brought here if it was something else. If I was, and if I thought otherwise, then I have a problem, right?
Now, I feel every backup quarterback thinks this, or they think that they're supposed to say this. But in Jacoby Brissett's defense, I believe that he may actually have a point. He may really feel like it, or he may really feel like his number can be called upon at some point this season. And I'll go on record and say, if we end up seeing Jacoby Brissett on the field for more than 2 games this year, you can guarantee, more than likely, we will be having a losing record. Okay? And that's not to take anything away from Jacoby Brissett, because I believe that he's a baller and, he's good in his own right, but I digress. It brings into question how much of this job is really Sam Howell's, and what's the possibility of Jacoby Brissett having a fighter's chance? Does Ron Rivera really feel like this is a competition going into the season, or is he just lighting a fire under Sam Howell to seize the job since it's practically being gift wrapped to him? And how would y'all feel if Jacoby Brissett did indeed start? Let us know in the comments below. Also, as a note, Chase Young made his way back to the practice field today, and I heard reports that he looked real good. He looked very good. He would have had a would-be sack on Sam Howell. He did show up with that knee brace on, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Not to say that that's anything to alarm you, because he spoke to reporters and said that that was just a precaution. But I am going to be interested to see if he wears it through training camp, through preseason, and so on and so forth. I'm also hearing crazy reports that, he's going to get traded or something like that. Look, Commanders aren't going to trade Chase Young. If they would have did it before the draft. They're not going to get the compensation back for him that's going to be able to help them immediately. So we can kill that noise of him being traded, unless some team out there was to give them an offer they couldn't refuse. But I digress from all of that. As always, man, thank you for watching. Let's continue to run it up with these likes and subscribers, man. I love it. So big shout out and salute to y'all as we prepare for season 2. I'll be uploading a trailer for that real soon, so stay tuned. But y'all know what it is. My name is Vinny, known by many. This is Deep in the Field, where we keeps it real. And I'm going to catch y'all real soon. We gone.